What's going on, everyone? My name is Patterrz, and me being the absolute smartest person ever in the world, I messed up the recording or the commentary for this episode of Insurgence. So I probably caught some people out with the length of this video. People are probably thinking, oh, he must have lost, you know, he must have lost. I gotta watch this one because I gotta see him die. But no, I didn't die. Well, I mean, Pokemon might have died, but you have to wait and see. I didn't die in this episode though, but what happened was, I usually record with Audacity, and I feel like I'm like popping my mic a little bit here. I'm sorry if you like had to move a little bit. I usually record with Audacity when I record Insurgence, and when I stopped recording for this episode, everything was fine, but I'm used to recording with DxTory, so what I didn't do this time of all times, I didn't actually export it. I didn't save it. I just closed it without saving, not even thinking about it, and I was completely like flabbergasted. So we're gonna do some post commentary for this episode. The episode has been sped up 3 times, so the footage is a little bit quick. So I'm just gonna kind of like talk a bit, and we're gonna talk about what's going on the screen and stuff. So we caught ourselves a Kangaskhan. This is all the footage from the episode, by the way. Nothing is doctored. Nothing is fake. Alright, before anyone accuses me, I wanted to still get this episode off, and I wanted to have some way of doing it properly, or at least being able to show you guys what happened in the episode. So this is the best thing I could get. So basically what happened here is I found a Kangaskhan in this route, and I was like, whoa, a Kangaskhan, I'd love to have a Mega Kangaskhan. And I looked it up, and I found the Insurgence Wikipedia, and apparently there's no Mega Kangaskhan in this game, which really makes me upset, because a Mega Kangaskhan would have been amazing, but I actually saw a different Megastone that I really want to see, which is what I want to get, actually, which is the Megastone for Raging. So we can get a Delta Mega Gardevoir. Now that would be fantastic if we can get that. That actually comes up soon. Not in this episode, but it should be coming up soon. I haven't recorded anything past this as I'm recording this video, so no spoilers by me, thankfully. But that should be coming up soon, so I'm really happy about that. And I was just like looking for the hidden grotto in this place, because if you paid attention, the guy was like, oh, there's a hidden grotto here. So I was like, shit, dude, where's my... This is when I was looking up where the Megastones were. I was like, oh man, I gotta find it. But I was trying to find a hidden grotto in this place too, which apparently is very well hidden because I couldn't find it. But I am sorry it had to be like this. I'm sorry we have to do it in this kind of way. I could have played the entire thing at normal speed, but at the same time, like 30 minutes is kind of a long time to talk about kind of, you know, whatever comes to my mind. I'm just kind of winging this right now. And I was like, oh, buddy, you got a little Snorlax. You got a little Snorlax friend. But that Snorlax down there is a lot fatter than my Snorlax. My Snorlax has been on the treadmill, you see. My Snorlax has been lifting weights and shit. So that's fantastic. And we're just trying to make our way downtown through this route and get to the next place. But I guess we could just talk about some random shit while this stuff happens in the background. My phone is about to go off. No, I'm just gonna throw that to the side of the room, as you do, obviously. But yeah, I was so mad when I found out that I didn't record it. Like, I looked at my recordings, and I recorded part 13, part 14, and part 15 today, and I looked at the recordings, and I had part 13 and part 14 there, and when I went to import it into Premiere to edit it, it wasn't there. I was like, oh, where the fuck's my part 15 at? And I went to Audacity, and I was like, oh, no, I know what I did. I didn't save it. So I was actually really upset. Like, I was so fucking mad at myself. I just sat there for like a good 5 or 10 minutes, just like fuming at myself because I forgot to export it, which is, it's such a rookie mistake, and there's like no way to get it back either. Like, it's not like a crash. The program didn't crash or anything. I should probably be kind of talk about what's happening here, because this is some kind of like important story. So this girl right here is the leader of the Abyssal Cult. You're saying the leader of the Abyssal Cult over there? She's talking about flooding this place because she likes it a lot. And I was like, damn, girl, that's not kind of cool and stuff. But apparently they have a trading building in this city where you can go and trade Pokemon. So I was like, shit, son, let me go and look at that. And there's the big old museum. Here's the Pokemon Center sitting right in the middle of the town, looking all nice and swaggy, looking pretty nice. So I deposit the Kangaskhan because I realized that I couldn't Mega Evolve it. At least I don't think I can. From what I know, I can't Mega Evolve it, but I obviously cannot be entirely sure about that. So I go into this trade place, and everyone's like, hey, let's trade for something you don't have. And I'm like, bro, that's not very nice. And then this guy has a Delta Pokemon, but he wants a pseudo-legendary. And a few episodes back, I could have caught a Larvitar, which would have been cool. And the last Pokemon that died on my team was a... Actually, no, wait. Dragon is not a pseudo-legendary. I actually had this conversation in this episode. Right now, I'm having this conversation I'm so sad that I lost it, but I was having this conversation. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go through all the pseudo legendaries. You have Dragonite, you got your Tyrannotars, you got your Metagrosses, you got your Salamances, then you got your Garchomps, your Hydreigons, and your Goodras, and that's all your pseudo legendaries. Haxorus is not a pseudo legendary, so I explained that real quick. And it just feels so bad to have, like, talked for 30 minutes. Because this is a 30-minute long episode. I'm pretty sure it was anyway. 30-minute long episode? I'm pretty sure that was around what it was. And it was just, like, all gone. And it feels so bad. It feels so bad. Like, I very rarely fuck up my recordings. But when it happens, I'm just so fucking, depressed afterwards. It's like, usually what I can do is I can go back and re-record the episode. Which I wanted to do with this one because I wanted to have, like, a full-fledged episode. But I had already saved after I'd finished the episode, because I thought that nothing was wrong. Like, nothing was wrong. Everything was fine, and I was just dumb, and I fucking deleted the things. But anyway, this guy comes up, and he starts explaining the blue orb about Kyogre, and he starts telling a story about it. Apparently, this happened 50 years. Apparently, Oras happened 50 years before this game, which is pretty crazy. Then Mrs. Abyssal Cult comes in here, and says that she wants to steal the relic. And the guy's like, no, and she's like, yes. And then she goes and fiddles around with the fiddlesticks for a bit. And she says, artifact of Lugia. She's looking for the artifact of Lugia. And then she finds it in a secret compartment right there. And then she explains to everyone that she donated a fake blue orb because she knew that they would hide some kind of rare item, like the title bell, in with the fake blue orb. Because, you know, kind of hiding in plain sight thing. Which I thought was kind of smart, but at the same time it's kind of dumb because, like, what if they don't put it in? Like, what if they don't put all the fucking valuable shit in the same place? Like, it wouldn't really make sense to put all the valuable shit in the same place. Like, they think that's a legit blue orb, right? Why would they put the title bell in there, too? Like, why would they put the title bell in with the blue orb? Like, if someone just smashes in and takes that little pedestal thing, they just lost 2 extremely rare items used to call upon the power of legendary Pokemon. Like, someone's gonna get at least fired for that, right? But this, I think that was my first encounter for the route. This is my first proper encounter because Tentacruel was Dupe's Claws. And I tried to catch this thing for a bit, but it just was not cooperating. See, it just keeps breaking down the ball, just keeps breaking down the ball, just keeps fucking breaking on this gosh diggly darn ball. And then eventually I was just like, you know what, fuck you, I don't want to deal with you. So we don't get ourselves man time, but we already have a plethora of water types already, so it's not really a huge deal. And I go over there, talk to the girl. She's talking about how she loves to grow things in the sea. And I'm like, yo, that's pretty cool. I appreciate that. There's a Quagsire here that we can battle, which counters, it technically counts as a static encounter, but I was scared of it, so I just ran away. Yeah, I was 20 levels ahead of it, and I was still scared for whatever reason. And then I see a Corphish, which is another static encounter. So I was like, yo, let me catch this thing up, because I like Corphishes, I like Crawdons, I like using Dragon Dance, I like using Knockoff and all that stuff. And I ended up going for the name. What name? I can't remember what I ended up calling this thing. We'll see in a second. I cannot remember for the life of me what I ended up calling this thing. Oh, I called it. I guess I called it Dog. Because I tried to go through my nicknaming conventions of what relates to each other. So I was like, oh, Corphish, fish, sea, dogs like the sea, dog. And it was something dumb like that. It wasn't exactly that, but it was something dumb like that. And now we come across the Abyssal Cult. And apparently this is close to where we need to find ourselves a Delta Gardevoirite. I don't know if it's exactly in this cave or like what's going on with that, but it's close to here. And we're just exploring this cave for a bit. We're just trying to see what's going on here. But apparently this is like a huge puzzle, or maybe it might be a huge puzzle, I'm not entirely sure. But wait a second while we get into the action. Oh, actually, catch another Celio here. So I do catch a Celio. I do end up with another water type on our team. So we caught 2 water types. We're 2 for 2. Actually, we're 2 out of 3 because we could have called the Mantine and I didn't. So we're 2 out of 3 here. And I just tried to call this. I call this in Get because, you know, why not? We got ourselves a Celio. And we're actually getting close to the end of this episode now. I'm not actually sure how many seconds are left on it because I don't want to fuck with my recording thing. I'm recording this in Premiere, which is kind of strange, but I'm sorry about this. I get to this little puzzle thing and I'm like, ah, shit. So I try and like solve it. I'm sitting here for a while and I'm like, oh man, I can do this. It's gonna take some time though. I'm not used to doing puzzles in games, I'll be completely honest. Like, I'm bad at puzzle games. I am horrendous at puzzle games. So I was like, yeah, this is gonna take me some time. So I'm gonna come back and do this next time. So that's basically where this video ends off. I hope you guys did enjoy it for what it was. I'm sorry that we couldn't get the full commentary for it. I feel sorry for myself that I talked for 30 minutes and I got absolutely nothing from it. But if you did enjoy this kind of sped up episode, then be sure to, with me just fucking rambling on about shit that, I don't know, people might care about, who knows. But if you did enjoy it, please do destroy the like button for this video. It would make me feel a bit better because I did lose all of that, and that's the end of the episode right there. thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time where we do have full commentary. Woo!